Alright, here's how we gain access to Chioptrix 1 with root. First we need a Kali box open and our Chioptrix open as well. You need to also already have Metasploit downloaded to your Kali box. First things first, run ifconfig in Kali in order to obtain the IP addresses for both systems. Then you're going to run a nmap-s capital V space dash p dash space dash capital A, and then the IP address of the target, which is Chioptrix. Scrolling down, we see that it has a lot of open ports and different things that we could exploit. We can pick any way we choose to do this. There's several ways to get in. This is the route that I chose. Opening a new console, we go over to here and we start MSF console. Let it start, make sure everything's going as Metasploit. I attempted to run this here, made a mistake, got it wrong, then ran it correctly. You type in search space trans to open. You see all these open ports. These are all problems that are very easily exploited. When I went to use one, I ran it here. Then I had to send the host, which I set to here. Then I set the L host, which I actually got wrong at first. I had a few different issues, eventually corrected it. Then I had to set the payload. The payload needs to be set to this specifically. If you get this wrong at all, nothing will work. Continuing on, we see where I try to run the exploit right here. Module options, exploit, Linux, Samba, trans to open. Here's where I got the L host wrong at first. I had a loopback feed, which was not what I was attempting to do. It's because I set the L host incorrectly. Finally figured out what the problem was here, and I fixed it to the correct L host, which was meant to be this address. Ran the exploit again. Finally found the command shell openings here. Now that I had access, I went ID, wanted to know who it was, who am I, ran root. So I hit ifconfig, didn't do anything, that's fine. I ran cat etc group, which shows me all of the users. I already had access to one of them, but that's okay. For the sake of the video, I made another one. I ran this command here, which wasn't correct, several times, obviously. Eventually, I ran it here, and then finally getting it correct here. Moving forward, I ran this to add a new user, got it wrong 3 times. Finally typed it in correctly here, adding the new user to the group. Then I ran the group selection again to show that I added the new user. The new user is here. Set the password for the character right here. Retyped it. Password was authenticated. Wanted to gain root access, not just be a new user to the system. So it needed to be one of the sudoers. We can see how it was set already, and I have already added one. But again, for the sake of the video, we add another. So we echoed it again, adding this new alias to it. Adding it to sudoers. Again, we run sudoers thing, showing that we have, in fact, derp has been added to one of the sudoers list. Now with all of this, derp should have access to Chioptrix. So, if we go over here and we enter in derp for the login, and the password for derp, we can see this here. Now, we need to show that we have the actual access. And the access can be shown with this command. Give me just a moment. I want to make sure I get the correct command. Sudo cat space etc space sudoers, and this shows that I have access to it, I believe. This is a vulnerable system, so on and so on, and I actually do have full access to it. Right after I do this. There we go. And here we can see that I, in fact, along with another profile, have privilege specification access, and I have obtained root. Thank you all, and have a very nice day.